Hi everyone, I'm glad for you to see me. I guarantee it's me, Simon Smith, back with another review. Before we get into this, if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you know every time I upload a video. Please make sure you like, comment, and share this video. Now let's get on to the review of Raw for September 14th, 2020. Uh, Ziggler's on commentary at the beginning of the show. Uh, you know, we have the Drew McIntyre segment, which Keith Lee comes out. We find out that Randy Orton might not be able to compete at the next pay per view. So there's a match put in place between Drew McIntyre and Keith Lee. If Keith wins, he'll replace Randy Orton if he can't compete. Our first match is the Street Profits versus Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura. I actually love this match. I love Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro together. I think they could be a great team. I want to see where they could go. But Street Profits end up winning this. Then we have the Angel Garza and Lana segment, which uh, Selena, Selena Vega and uh, the other guy come in. I can't remember what his name is. And you know, them two start brawling. So it's fair to say that Andrade, sorry, slipped my mind for a second, but I thought Andrade and Selena come in and she tells him off, and uh, Andrade and Garza end up brawling, so they're probably no more as a tag team. Then we have the Hurt Business segment before the match between Apollo Cruz uh, and Ricochet, which they come out, which leads to a Ricochet versus a Cedric Alexander match. Uh, there's a brawl during the match where Eric from the Breaking Raiders came out and brawled Lashley backstage. Then we have the Retribution segment, followed by Mickey James' interview. Followed by the women's title match, Asuka versus Mickey James. I was impressed by this. I didn't think Mickey James would still be that good at her age. Uh, what are your thoughts? Tell me what your thoughts of Mickey James are. Asuka ends up winning that. Then we have Selena Vega comes out and confronts Asuka, saying she wants a women's championship and ends up slapping Asuka. Then we have the Keith Lee segment, followed by Lashley versus Eric. Lashley ends up winning this one. We have the Kevin Owens interview. I know why they need the interviews and all that, but why so many of them? Then we have the steel cage match between Dominic Mysterio and Seth Rollins. Seth told Murphy to stay in the back, which he ends up coming out and gives Seth the kendo stick to use. Uh, Seth ends up winning this and attacks uh, attacks Murphy after the match and slams the cage door on his head because he didn't do as he was told. Then we have the last. Then we have our Truth Kit Kat commercial, followed by the first Raw Underground segment, which has Braun Strowman and Dolph Ziggler competing. Then we have the Drew McIntyre segment, followed by Keith interrupts, and they end up brawling. Then we have our uh, uh, second Raw Underground, which was followed by the Kevin Owens versus Aleister Black match. That really did did do much. Kevin Owens ends up winning. We have the Riot Squad uh, versus Natalia and Lana with Uh, Nia and Shayna on commentary. Riot Squad ends up winning. And after the match, Nia and Shayna end up beating up Natalia and Lana. Can you please tell me why Lana's with Natalia now? Wasn't she just married to Bobby Lashley? I don't know. I can't see why they would pair them two together, to tell you the truth. Could someone explain that to me, please? Then we have the main event of the evening: Drew McIntyre versus Keith Lee. Uh, it was a good match. Retribution ends up showing up, so there wasn't a winner for the match. You know, Hurt Business come down because they told the guy in charge that they would take care of it if you wanted to for a price. Which so they came down, started brawling. Both Keith Lee and Drew McIntyre did a dive over the top rope uh, and hit all of them. That's today's review. It, until next time, make sure you spread peace and love. I love you all.